Happy Monday, everyone. We are back with our super art supply of the week and a fun art project for you to do. Kala and I would like to introduce our new super art supplies. It's a team effort this week. So we have Markerific the Magical and
his sidekick, Magical Marker.
So our two sparkly buddies are going to be with us this week as we create 5 different fun art projects using markers.
And mine has wings instead of arms. I'm a fairy.
Magic fairy marker. All right, so what you need today, my friends, is a white piece of paper. If you happen to have thicker paper like cardstock, that would be great for this project today. If not, no worries. So we're going to create a beautiful name tag for you or for anyone that you would like by creating these layers of marker all over the page. It looks super fun when you're done. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. We're going to grab our sheet of paper. We're going to fold it in half the hot dog way. So remember, we take the 2 edges on the long side, bring the two corners on the long side, bring the 2 corners from the other long side across, and fold it so it looks like a hot dog bun. Kala's got it over here. And I am gonna put my piece of paper up here on my easel so that you can see what I'm up to. Kala and I are each going to choose a marker. You don't need a ton, but having, I would say 5 or more colors makes this project super fun.
I'm going to use mine first.
Oh, you're going to use your magic marker first. Sweet. I am going to start with blue. The first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to have to turn this towards me to get it right here, is write our name in the middle. You want to write it right in the middle of the space that you're coloring, and you want to write it fairly big. And you want to give a little bit of extra space between the letters than you normally might. There's my name. I'm sorry if you're seeing it backwards. Haven't figured out this whole mirroring thing quite yet, I don't think. Calabeezy. Nice. All right, so you started with your name. Now you're going to choose.
My name is.
Oh, Kala wants to share her whole name. Go for it.
Calabeezy.
Calabee. What's your full last name? Just see. Do you remember how to say her last name? How do you say it? Calabee. Middle name is B-E-A. Zorowitz. Right. That's what the Z stands for. Zorowitz. Yeah. All right. We're going to pick our first color. I'm going to go with light green. Here is what we're going to do for the whole project. So we are going to trace around the outside of each letter in your name with the next color that you choose. It's okay if you overlap a little bit with the previous color, with the color you used before. It might just change it a little bit.
Mama, is it supposed to
Especially when you use lighter colors, you'll notice with like yellow and orange that when you overlap, it changes the way the colors look a little bit. All right, I'm gonna trace right around. If I find that when I was tracing, I didn't quite touch the color inside, I'll go back with my marker and kind of fill it in. So let's see if I can give you an example here. I'll trace around my U.
If I see something that is not,
I'll put it up close so you can see. See how there's a few sections where I traced my U and I left some white. I didn't touch all the way. I'm going to stand up here. I'm just going to take my marker and fill it in because the less white showing on your paper, the cooler this looks in the end when you're finished. Okay, so I'm going to keep tracing. I'm going to trace around to the
I have 2 A's in my name, like
you
Mama.
sure do. We both have 2 A's in our name, don't we?
Actually, I have a A right after my first letter, like Mama, and I have an A at the end of my name too.
You know what, Cal? I don't think we've ever talked about that, but you are totally right. We have A's in the same places in our name. Sweet. All right, so I used my first color, my green. I'm gonna choose my next color. I'm gonna go with purple. And I'm gonna go again and trace right around. Make sure I'm filling in all the spots. You'll notice with this color, when I overlap the purple on the green, you can see where it's overlapping. And again, that's okay. You also get to decide how thick your markers are. We're using these thinner markers because that's what we have. But if you have thicker markers, this project is gonna go even more quickly because you get to make thicker lines around your letters. I'm filling in the white spots as I go. Now I'm gonna just do a few more layers here so that you can see and then let you do your own thing, because I want you to see that as the letters get closer together, your lines and shapes start to change a little bit because the layers get thicker and start to create different shapes.
And our cabinets are almost done, and our floor.
Cal is very excited too that we are working on our kitchen and our cabinets are almost done. Yay!
I mean our floor.
Our floor is almost done, yes. Daddy has been working so hard.
His name is Kyle.
Daddy's name is Kyle. We're going to tell you our life story today, my friends. All right, so I'm tracing with yellow here. Again, I'm going back into the spots where I leave some white. All right, so now I'm going to start noticing areas where I'm not going to have any more space for other layers, and that's okay. That's what's going to happen. So like inside of my U, I'm going to trace around, and yellow is the last color that I'm going to be able to fit in the middle there. And I'm going to trace around my and I'm noticing that the bottom of my is now touching my my U.
It's
There, look at you. Oh, I need one more letter. And my last is also touching my
together, Mom.
It is supposed to be getting close together. Do you want to look at my finished product? So I'm going to keep going with like 2 more layers for you guys to see, but I'm going to hold this up now so you can see how it's going to look in the end. So the layers build on each other, and if you'll notice, I like to separate my dark layers. So I did a few dark layers here, and then I did some bright colors, then I did a few dark layers here, and that just kind of makes it pop. It makes it look almost like it's coming off the page, like it's 3-dimensional, which is fun to see. You can also decide if you have any letters in your name that have spaces in the middle. You can decide if you want to leave them white or if you would like to color them in. I chose to leave them white. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more colors. I'm going to do red. You're going to show yours at the end, Kala?
Mom, actually,
yeah,
it's okay. You can just go between your colors. See?
You can go between. Yeah, you definitely can. Yeah, there's lots of ways that you can do this for sure. All right, now you're going to see that there's not spaces in between all of my letters anymore. So I'm starting to create a slightly different shape. You see how here the red marker is no longer going between the L and the A. I'm just tracing my previous color, which was yellow, and following those lines. I'm not going in the middle of my U anymore. Oh, I can't fit between the U and the Sorry, I'm going between my letter sounds and the names of the letters. I should probably be consistent. So I'm going to use the names of the letters from here on out. So I'm going around my A, going underneath. I can't go between the A and the R, so I'm going back down. Can't go between the R and the U, back down and around. All right, so now I have my whole name traced. I've already filled in between everything, and now I've used a bunch of light colors. I'm going to go back to a dark color. I think I'm going to use dark green this time.
I already used that color.
Oh, cool.
Pretty, isn't it?
It's pretty. Nice. Fill in that little bit of white. Oh, I see it popping.
I already used.
All right, and here we go. Now we're at the point where we're tracing my entire name like it's one big shape. Cool, huh? Yes, Cal, I feel your hand on me. Can I help you with something, my love?
tonight, can I please play down here with the baby shoes?
We'll have to see.
Okay.
Okay, let's finish our little.
I've been wanting to play with the bird.
I know.
And Quinn just started putting stuff in her mouth again. She's 2 years old.
So some of our little toys have had to go away for a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna hold this up so you can see. There's the beginning of my name. I'm gonna hold up my finished one again so you can see when you get towards the edge, and I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me do it, but when you get towards the edge, you're gonna see that some of your colors are gonna start going off the edge of the paper, and what you need to do is just pick it up on the other side where you left off. So let's use this green, for example. So the green can't go all the way around. We run out of paper, so it just goes up along the side following the color that came before, and then it bumps all the way around my name following the color that came before, and then ends where the paper ends. And that's what's going to happen for all of these outside layers. That's what's supposed to happen. We're kind of going off the page here. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this today. This was kind of a quicker lesson, but you can take as much time as you want on this.
This one's mine.
I'll hold it up for you. This is Callus. She's working on her layers and all of her beautiful bright colors. I would love to see your finished product. I would also love to hear what you thought of this project. And we really hope that we get to see you tomorrow.
Also, if I make one of these guys and put glitter on it, Marker's going to make glitter on it. Jesse.
Oh, you can color on the glittery part that we put on the markers. Cool. All right, so we're going to say goodbye for now with Markerific, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Have a good afternoon, everybody.
Bye-bye.